Welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to achieve clean results with the Boolean tool inside of Maya. So let's go ahead and create a 16-sided cylinder. Let's draw it like so. You can center it into the grid by using these text boxes up here. And just typing zeros in the X and Z. Let's go ahead and adjust this to 16. And that's the divisions I want. But I'm just going to scale it down slightly. A little bit better. Let's start making some objects that we can Boolean with. Let's go ahead and make an 8-sided cylinder. Let's draw it like so. Set it to 8. Okay, let's go ahead and copy that and rotate this one. Holding V on the keyboard, you can actually snap it to an edge or vertex in this case. Scale this down to make a hole going through the object. Okay, I think that looks good. Selecting the main object first and the object you want to use as a tool for the Boolean, right click and go down to Booleans and then difference. That will cut the hole through the object like so. Right, okay, let's move the cylinder into place. Ready for the second Boolean. Holding J on the keyboard, you can actually snap rotate like so. Just going to scale it up a little bit. And I actually want this edge here to be in line with this point here. So holding V again, we can just snap that in to there. Should work. Just move that over, scale it out a little, and bring it up. Use Alt X on my keyboard to go into X-ray mode. I do have a tutorial on this, which you can check out. Okay, cool. Let's just delete this part of the cylinder and just go to edge mode and select this and just extrude up. And then just bridge these to close them off, using G to repeat the last tool I used. Okay, so now we have that in place, we can go ahead and create the Boolean. Select the main object first and then the object we want to use as the tool. Right and click, Booleans, difference. Brilliant, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and delete this half of the cylinder. And in a second we'll delete this half, but we just need to fix this topology a little bit first. With the multi-cut tool, let's just cut through the object like so. And through this part of the object, there. In edge mode, I can just get rid of these now. Perfect. These edges can also be removed now. Oh, just use delete. And then delete these vertices as well. You don't want any excess ones around. Okay, so now we have a split down the middle. We can go ahead and delete the left side of it. Well, actually, before we do that, let's just do a quick little extrusion in here, offset, just so that we have the edge. Because once it's in half, it'll be harder to get this detail here and the line straight. Okay, let's go ahead and delete one half of the mesh. Okay, so now we have this. We can start retopologizing and making it work well. Because at the moment, if we hit 3 on the keyboard to go in smooth preview, it kind of looks janky. Right, okay. So let's add a bevel to this corner here, because we want this to be a nice flow round. So Control B on the keyboard is the shortcut for bevel. Let's add 3 segments. We have a nice rounded corner like that. I'm not really going to change the fraction. I think that works quite well as it is. Perfect. Okay, so we have an n-gon here first of all, which I want to fix. So with the multi-cut tool, if I can get to it, I will just cut straight down like so. Leaving this edge in for the moment, just so I get the same curvature down here. Now I can go ahead and delete that. Brilliant. The curve in here isn't that great, so what I'm going to do is add another edge in here, in the middle, so middle mouse click to add one to the middle, and I'm just going to draw that along, like so. This is now an n-gon, so to fix that, let's just draw another edge in. Perfect. So that's a quad, and that's a quad. This is obviously an n-gon, so let's just draw that in. This edge is obviously straight, but we want it to be a bit more curved, so let's just manually move that until we get the curvature that we want. Perfect. Okay, so we have a few more n-gons. Obviously up here is a massive n-gon, and down here is another n-gon. To fix the one down here, we can just run the edge from here down to there, so now that's a quad. Perfect. I'm just going to move that slightly so we get a slightly more straight line, which is nice. This edge can just run up to this edge, and this edge can then go into here, which makes another quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. This edge can then run into this edge. Okay, we have an n-gon here, which we can just fix by adding an edge in the middle of there and there, which is good. This will also add a little bit of support for this straight edge here, which is nice. And that's a nice even flow up there, and we have a semi-even flow down here as well. Brilliant. So now we've got that, we can go ahead and add some bevels in. At the moment, although we're not getting all the problems we were, and the topology works well, this obviously goes very soft when we hit 3 on the keyboard. So let's select some edges. Let's set this edge along here. Oh, not that edge there. And let's select this edge at the bottom here, which goes on here. And just bevel, so Control B on the keyboard with 2 segments. And just scale that down. Okay, so now when we hit 3 on the keyboard, you can see we're getting this nice sharp edge here, and everything else is working how we want. Let's go ahead and add some depth to this hole here. Select this edge here, like so. Let's make a quick extrusion in. Tap the support, and another one, and then hit V on the keyboard and just snap it to that vertex there. So now we know that's going to be 100% aligned with that. Then we hit V on the keyboard again, and we have a nice hole. I'm just going to assign a slightly more shiny shader to this, which I set up earlier, just so I can sort of see what's going on. As you can see, we're getting quite a nice result here. Perfect. So now we have this, we can just center pivot, freeze transformations, and delete the history. And start mirroring the object around, because obviously at the moment, it's just 1/4 of the object. So to do this, you use the mirror tool. So I have it in my shelf up here. However, you can go to Shift, right click, down to mirror to bring up the tool. For some reason, my merge threshold is always quite high, so I'm just going to go 0.01, and that's perfect for me. That's looking good. Okay, so another way you can mirror is to obviously duplicate the object. So what we can do is if you hold D, you can move the pivot point around. So if we hold D and V on the keyboard, we can then position the pivot point right on that edge, right there. So then all we'd have to do is go Shift D to duplicate the object. So over here in the attribute editor, we hit scale and start scaling in the direction we want. You'll notice that the value for the V position is moving. So we put -1 into there. We now have mirrored the details across. Obviously these are 2 separate objects. So what we want to do is combine them. So Shift right click, go down to combine. It's now they're 1 object. Although they're 1 object, we haven't merged the vertices yet. So in vertex mode, you're going to want to select all the vertices down the middle. Shift right click, merge vertices. Make sure the threshold is kind of low, because you don't want to start merging these vertices which are kind of close together down there. Okay, brilliant. Now when we hit 3, you'll notice how we have the nice cylindrical details down here, and all the details that we booleaned in are now working nicely with the topology. Brilliant, so now once we've done this, we're done. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.